Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I am going to do the channeled message for you, and then we're going to cover each week for the next 2 weeks. I will timestamp them, so you can always come back later and check out the week that you're actually in, because it's so hard to remember everything. And I'm excited. I have a video camera on the way, so we don't have to deal with the glitchiness so much going forward. But hey, let's just focus in on what we got going on with these cards right now, so that I don't have to see my glitchy face happening. Maggie Freezy face doesn't make me happy. So, your channeled message for the next 2 weeks. I saw a downhill skier. It was beautiful, bright blue sky, nice powder on the slopes. So it's as though something in your life is changing, and it's changing quickly. When you're skiing, you need to be fully present in what is happening, to the ever-changing terrain that's going on. Because as you went down the slopes, then I started to see, the tree line come in, and then you were dodging trees, and you were dodging boulders, and so, it's going to require these changes, which doesn't surprise me, because over the next 2 weeks we have the sun, by the way, happy birthday to you, moving into your sign. And so there's going to be this change coming through, right? And with the solar return, you're going to need to be flexible. You're going to need agility. You're going to need to remain calm and staying in the flow of things, staying in balance. And one of the things I heard was don't get out over your skis. So lean in, but don't lean in too far. Right? You don't want to push. You want to be going with the flow. You want to stay in flow with spirit and moving things, but you're going to need to remain a little bit patient, so that you don't end up tumbling down the slope, because things are going to be changing very quickly for you. So that was kind of an exciting little message you guys got. I was like, oh, that looks like fun. Let me see here. And so the only thing I wrote was make sure you keep a sharp eye out for obstacles like boulders and trees that could hurt. All right, so this is for Monday, May 11th through Sunday, May 17th. And we start out the week with the moon in Capricorn. And we have a lot happening this week. We've got several planets going retrograde. On Monday, we've got... Wow. All right. On Monday, we have Saturn moving retrograde. And still, there's some really nice energy for taking your ideas and propagating them by splitting them out and spreading them out a little. What I saw when I was thinking about this was I actually saw daylilies in a big clump, and a gardener going in and digging them and spreading them out and planting them in different places in the yard, or giving them to a friend or whatever. So it's about spreading around your opportunities to grow new things, to create new things. And so it is your responsibility to create the balance in your life. So if you have too many things in one space and they need to be moved around in order to create opportunities for growth, then that's a really great thing to do. And so you have success, decide and define what your idea of success is. As you do, the vision can manifest, guide your dreams more clearly. So taking responsibility for where you plant your stuff, what creates success for you, what looks good to you in your garden of life kind of thing going on there. Tuesday is another big day. We've got We've got Venus going retrograde in Gemini, your sign of Gemini. We've got the moon moving into Aquarius, which is a fellow air sign for you. So that's nice energy. And it comes into conjunction with Saturn up there. And so there's a lot of emphasis and support, but a slowing down. We've got the slowing down of Saturn. We've got the slowing down because retrograde is definitely, moving backwards, going over things that you've done, reviewing, maybe revising your vision of things and how things are working down for you and what's important. There will be a need to stay, present and thinking on your feet, but you also have a slowing down of action, because now we've It depends on where you are in the world, but Tuesday and Wednesday, a lot of these things are happening, and so Mars is going to move into Pisces, also slowing things down. So where do your realities mesh with what your partner thinks is a reality? Or we also have the North Node that is now in Gemini, and so that's for the next 18 months, and that's about, what creates the fun in your life, and how do you do it, and how do you communicate that out, and where do you go from here, and what do you want to learn? What are you curious about? And many other things going on to bring this wisdom of all your thoughts together to figure out what you're going to do here. And so it's about, what is a beauty to you in your life? Where do things need to be cut back in order to allow them to grow? Where do you create the space? And how do you take a look at your experiences in life and figure out what was the lesson learned, and where does the wisdom come from, especially with this retrograde action? So you have prosperity and abundance. Okay, I am prosperity, I am abundance. Okay, I am success, I am prosperity, I am abundance. But what does that mean to you? It could mean financial, absolutely, but it could be spiritual, it could be romantic, it could be all of those things. So using your I am affirmations, I am success, I am prosperity, I am abundance, I am, manifesting the life that I want to. I have 18 months of a lot of focus on that. And so what am I going to do with that? How am I going to push my life forward in the direction I want to go? Because I have all this energy to do it. So what means success to you? What means prosperity? What means abundance? And so kind of taking some time to define this. On Thursday, we also have Jupiter moving retrograde. And so the planets are all that's 3 that are going retrograde this week alone. We had one of them, Pluto went retrograde last week or the week before. I've lost track because they're all doing this stuff. And then we have, signs changing okay, so Mars is in Pisces and going slow, but in September, I think it gets, because it also will do a retrograde or something, or it takes forever to get there. But once it gets into, I'm sorry, it's not, it's 5 months. Maybe it's in next month. Once Mars makes it into Aries, then it's there for 5 months. So lots of time to put your ideas into action coming up. So right now, what means prosperity? What means abundance? What means success to you? Identifying that as a major step to take right now. So taking the time to think about what are you already have in your life that you're grateful for. Because the higher your vibrational energy level, through gratitude, the more higher vibrational opportunities for success, abundance, and prosperity you're bringing to yourself. And so what can you do to create this sense of gratitude in your life, to know that you are safe and protected, that you are safe and protected because you are. And so recognizing it and seeing it and believing it. And so the 2 cards that came out for you with this Moon in Pisces that's going on, gets there Thursday night at 9:24, and so it's there on Friday. And Friday, the moon is also going to have this sextile with Uranus in Taurus, and so there's this connection to the spirit that's coming in, and it might bring some really surprising insights. It's going to be a day for slowing down and thinking and not being too crazy out there. So try not to overschedule, which right now is a lot easier for some than others, and take a time to do the self-care. And to step into the stillness. Okay, it says in calm waters, everything becomes clear, and drowning doesn't always require water. So taking time to slow down, to take care of yourself, to nurture yourself, to think about what you're grateful for, to recognize where the really strong protections are in your life. These are really important things that you're doing, because that moon is going to move into Aries on Sunday morning, and so now there's this time to pay attention to your dreams and how do you make action steps. So taking the time on Friday and Saturday to just kind of feel into that energy and figure out where it is that you are resisting bringing the optimism into your life, where it is that you are pushing things forward. I am actually going to move these cards around because you have so many that came out, and we have a couple more days of Aries coming up on Monday and Tuesday. So I'm going to start moving the cards. But here is a great chance for you to kind of focus in on what you want. What are you resisting? What is holding you back from getting where you want? Is it a belief system? Is it an actual, like, maybe you need education on something? You know, what is blocking you? So figuring out where the resistance is to taking you to where it is that you want to go. And it does really start with this sense of gratitude that comes in that will help you to figure that out. All right, so we've got this action energy of Mars going on. Now, Mars, so we've got Aries, we've got the moon in Aries, and it's coming into conjunction with Chiron, the wounded healer, on Monday. And so what do you need to surrender? What do you need to turn over? So this is still, it's that resistance. What do you need to give up and release in order to bring something that you really want, that brings that peace, that brings that joy, that really allows you to step into that sun in your sign with all of you ready to rock and roll? And so you have here obstacles, flow, and Aries war. Okay, so Aries is about where are the places, where are the battles that you're doing that you need to release in your life to overcome these obstacles. It's so funny because what did I say? You need to pay attention to the obstacles, right? Be nimble, be in flow. Be in flow. And so we have Poseidon here. Poseidon is really Neptune, depending on, you know, which mythology you're using. And Neptune has got some stuff going on coming up here. So I didn't write down any of it because for most of the people, I don't think it's a big deal. But Neptune is that big, deep dive. It is that, and it's getting ready to go retrograde too before too long. I mean, they're all doing it. So, or maybe it is the one that's already, I don't know, I've lost track. They're all doing it. Here's the thing. What are you battling against? What are you resisting? Or who are you in a fight with that is creating some kind of an obstacle that you just need to surrender and release? Allow it to go and be in the flow of the moment so you can bring this peace into your life. There's a real need to find this peace, to just kind of take a break and rest over the course of the first couple of days. We've got that energy of Mars squaring off with Pluto. That's tough energy. Squaring off with Jupiter. Squaring off with Saturn on Tuesday. There's going to be a lot of tension, and there's going to be this need to kind of want to take some action, but the action is to release and let go of the negative so that you can find the peace, so you can allow this to come to you, so that you can start off your month with that sun just highlighting you in a really positive space. So it's Tuesday night, Eastern Daylight Time at 10:10. That the moon is going to move into Taurus. So it's there basically on Wednesday when the sun moves into Gemini at 9:49 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and shortly after that the moon is going to conjunct with Uranus. And so you might have some feelings come up that really surprise you. You might feel like, I can actually let that go. I can forgive. I can move forward. I find the peace in releasing this war, releasing this battle. It's not worth it. And that's where I find the peace. And so you have gentleness. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness and speak words of love and growth. Seek out a mentor or a guide. Take baby steps as you grow. Be willing to learn from others. These are really cute cards. Allow yourself to grow, to change, to find where this new beginning for you is. This is some really beautiful energy about the practical steps that you take to bring your dreams into reality. So, practical step, releasing the anger and the frustration at the obstacles, at the situation, at the people. Maybe something happened and it was totally out of your control, and you're really mad because I was going to do this and now I can't. And so an obstacle came up, flow around it. You're downhill skiing, you know, if you run into the boulder, it's going to hurt. If you flow around it, now you're still moving, you're still going forward. And so allow yourself to flow around these things. Release the anger, the resentment, the jealousy, or whatever it is that's got you so twisted up, and find the flow. Be gentle with yourself. Forgive yourself if you didn't know something. Forgive yourself if something was out of your control and you felt like you should have controlled it. Whatever it is, and then find somebody. The second action step here is to find somebody to talk to seek out the guidance. Your higher self is a good place to start, always. But maybe in a real practical way. Maybe you have a job situation and now you need to go talk to somebody about what job skills do I need, because maybe I lost my job with all this COVID-19 thing that went on. Or, you know, maybe I need a new place to live, but I'm trying to figure out how I can afford to do that, or whatever. Maybe you need to talk to your tax accountant. But there's somebody you need to talk to about something. So find out who that is. Figure out who that is. Release your anger at, oh my gosh, life did this to me, and start considering that maybe life did this for you to put you in a better space, because we are moving into a whole new karmic cycle of things that we need to create new opportunities for ourselves. There's a Native American story, and I'm going to tell it very poorly, and I'm sorry about that, but it's these two wolves are fighting, and the little boy asks his grandfather which one will win, the good one or the evil one, because the wolves are fighting inside of each person, was the story. And the grandfather said, the one that you feed. So if you feed the anger and the jealousy and the it shouldn't be this way and all the negative energy, then you continue to feed the darkness, instead of feeding the light with the hope and the forgiveness and the, okay, so that happened, what do I do now? What do I do now? So that new moon is actually asking you what you need to release in order to bring in a new beginning. What do you need to release? Where can you find, the acceptance of the situation? Who do you need to accept help from? Realizing that there really is a real opportunity here through the keyhole. It is going to require you to revise the plans that you've always made. But, oh, this is so nice. You have contentment. There is no need to exert yourself on unnecessary efforts. Let things happen naturally. Be in the flow. Be detached and everything will be okay. Your modesty is reflected in the Tao's teaching. Soft is strong, great is low, and you have power. And there is power in finding your flow and getting in flow with spirit and allowing things to move. So it says, smooth soaring ahead. You lead with authority and mystical powers. You are blessed with innate courage and tenacity and sophistication. But you are your greatest challenge. Refrain from self-criticism and doubts. Ultimate success is predestined. Let go of the woulda, shoulda, couldas. Be in flow with where things are going and start looking ahead. Where am I going? Where am I taking things with this opportunity that is coming to me? On Sunday, take the chance to think about what you want to do and do a little research on it and figure out what you can do to create opportunity. But for you, self-forgiveness or forgiveness of others, there's some kind of a need to release that and the doubt and the self-criticism, like I've been wasting my time, I've been wasting my effort, whatever it is, and allow yourself to flow forward. So you have ground yourself. You're an air sign, and so sometimes you get way up in your head. And so get out in nature, just relax, put your back against a tree, allow the flow of the energy to circulate through you and cleanse you, and really connect to spirit while you're out there, because you also have rainbow. It says to connect to spirit. So find some time over the next couple of weeks. Every day, if you can, go for a walk, notice what's going on, just feel into the energy of it and release, 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 release. I can't stress enough how important it is to release, because what is on promise for you is success, because you have contentment here with prosperity, abundance, and success. A lot of good things coming to you over the course of the next 18 months. Usually when you plant your seeds of intention, it takes about 18 months for the cycle of the moon to get around to where it's doing that. And the North Node's going to do that too. Really so much potential. Make this happen for yourself. Work with the energy flow, not against it, and you're going to be amazed and impressed. All right, you take care. I will see you back here on Monday where we will cover what is happening for you during the Gemini season. So see you then. You take care. Looks good.